stations with halos that's kind of tilted. The foundation is strong because Jehovah built it. You can feel the spirit and positive energy. Questions asked comfortably like you're talking with family. Get ready to settle in. Wait for the show to begin. Invite a couple of friends. It's time for Unhinged.
What's really going on? What's really going on?
I introduce to you Get You Home Towing, a family company with the sole purpose to get you home. Whether you need roadside assistance or transport services, we have a flatbed big enough to transport any vehicle to its destination. Our offer to you is our gratitude and great service at a much cheaper price. We are also open to transport through long distances. If you need us, all you have to do is call that number. I'll see you soon.
Hey y'all, how y'all doing? Y'all all right? I mean, what's really going on? Thank you so much for tuning in. You've tuned into Unhinged Live. I'm your girl Keita, also known in these streets as Tilted Halo, and I am surrounded by some of my very, very good friends. Before we get into tonight's show and make the introductions and host this conversation on tonight, what I'm going to go ahead and do is say thank you again to each and every one of you who've tuned in on tonight. We're going to go ahead and familiarize you all with what's going to happen on tonight's show, and we are going to get into it. Of course, I'm going to throw out a super fan shout out. Of course, we're going to get reacquainted with the tribe because so many of us have so much going on in our lives right now. And of course, you know, we love sharing the great things that we have going on. Of course, we might get a little bit petty, enjoy a musical break. Of course, I got another hot spotlight for you on tonight. And of course, we are going to get into it. And we got a barn burner of a conversation scheduled for you all tonight. So let me double back and welcome to the tribe mates to the platform on tonight. We got Rhonda Thomas Booth in the building on tonight, representing BB Mind Over Matter. What's really going on, Rhonda? How you doing, sis?
Hi, Nikita. Hi, the tribe. Hi, Karen. Everything is okay on this rainy Saturday, but all is well.
All is well. I'm glad to hear it. We got Marisol Soleil in the building. Girl Talk Nails representing. What's going on, girlfriend?
What's going on, tribe, family, everybody out there? Thank you for joining us. I've been so busy modeling. You saw the whole AI experience with Shelby, then the week before with the Taste Smokers, and then so many things going on with that, and networking, and just embracing all the life changes coming up, you know.
Oh, yeah, we're going to get into some of those changes a little bit later. But wait a minute. Stop. Boom. Looks who stepped in the room. He is late, y'all. So you know what happens when you show up to school late. I need to talk to the attendance officer right now. Coach Cash, y'all know Karen where
Listen, we was about to let it loose, brother. We are glad that we get to check you present, although late in the building, because late in the building, it just means no holds barred. Whatever we come up with, that's the story, because there's nobody here to correct us. So you literally got saved by the bell.
Blim's been saved by the bell yet again. So since he stepped in the rim and interrupted the whole introduction flow, Bliv, what's really going on, brother? How you doing? Welcome to the ride on this evening.
I'm doing wonderful. I'm so glad to see my tribe family. As you know, I just got done shooting a video for the new song, Jesus Brings Me Joy. So hopefully that'll get done soon. Well, I know it'll get done soon, but I'm just ready to rock and just put some more Jesus bangers out on the streets. Now,
All right, them Jesus bangers is fire for real, for real. So look, let's get into it. How you doing, Yolanda Lucas, Cupcake Fitness, personal trainer extraordinaire in the building? How you doing, girl?
I'm good. I'm doing well. Thank you, Tribe. You know, I appreciate every one of you in the building anyway. But thank everybody for watching. I'm just working on my platforms, Facebook, TikTok, because you know I'm big on social media. I am a content creator too, besides being a personal trainer, you know. So I also created YouTube. So I'm gonna be working on that, but I don't want to talk about that right now. So I put more content out there. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna be working on that.
That's right. We appreciate you, Yolanda, our in-house content creating queen. And of course, I got to check in with my good girlfriend, Karen Sims Harrell of Twisted Threads LLC, our very own cherished master in-house life coach. Karen, what's going on, sis? What you got going on?
You know, I'm not bragging. Let me just say this so we don't have no issues. But I got a 15-minute nap in. And so I want to, you know, put that out there because I feel like we at the age where, and I'm going to make y'all laugh because normally on these days, the husband will be working and I'm working and we'll meet in the evening. Well, he made a pit stop too to take a nap. And I said, I'm going to take your cue. So follow the leader. He was in one room, I was in another. No problem starting, and we get to come back on time. But listen, this nap ministry is a real thing. For those of you who I don't even know if it's a certain age, but I'm gonna say the youngins be sleeping on this. They think it's a joke, but this nap ministry, I got about 4 to 5 more good hours of energy just for a 15-minute shut eye. So I'm sorry for those who was not able to participate, but deliverance is available to you too at some point throughout your days and weeks. So super excited about that. I gotta say one more thing and then I'm gonna hand it back to Tilted. I am so super excited for our tribe and how we continue to build and grow together, to stay connected and learn more about each other. This is not something that you just see and it's like a made up thing. It's like, okay, the cameras are on and so let's act. But we really are supporting each other and y'all know I'm here for it. So I'm just overjoyed at that. So I might get a little bit extra excited and I just want y'all to know it's the nap. So I'm gonna try to contain myself. It's the nap. Because I sure been out here in these streets. That's all. So Tilted, we got to turn it back on you. How you doing?
You know, I'm doing all right. I've been up since, you know, the crack of dawn with the birds. Y'all know I stay an early riser even on the weekends when I absolutely have the opportunity to keep it in the bed a little bit later. But today I hopped on my feet and put on a little bit of a beat and went on out and participated in a photo shoot, a content shoot on this morning. I was celebrating myself because I put my eyelashes on ever so quickly today without burning my eyes. You know how sometimes when you use the glue, you can't relate to this, Bliv, but you sometimes when you're using the glue and it, you know, and it seep up off the side of the lash. But anyway, Miss Thing went out and connected with some amazing women on this morning. And again, I'm excited for another opportunity to connect with you all and hear about some of the great things that you've got going on. Last night, we got to celebrate Rhonda. You know, you March babies, Karen, you too. You March babies. Y'all are out here in these streets. And you know, I recognize how many of y'all I actually have around me in my life. You all actually keep me absolutely grounded. Who knew that I was going to get a Karen to, you know, help me get my goal life all together? And then on the other side of the spectrum, I would have a Queen Royal Rhonda to help me make some better food choices for myself as I go on my merry little way. Living lifetime fine. But in any event, enough about me. I want to go ahead and push the conversation forward. And, you know, I like to have a little fun on the platform. I like to have a little fun. And, you know, I had the pleasure of dusting off an oldie but goodie on a recent guest on a recent broadcast. And I want to go ahead and ask this classic question of each of you all tonight. I'm so glad your mic is muted, Karen, but your face is not. And I can see that you were trying not to warn them, but oh well. Get your passports ready, tribe. I got a question for you. All right. Would you rather? Would you rather? And you know, I'll call on you for your answer, and I want you to justify your why. Shout out to Audrey Dindy Hightower. She was down at the engineering convention down in Atlanta this past week. This is actually one of her favorite questions, and it's one that's so much fun. So, would you rather have to fight a chicken every day getting in and out of your car, or fight an orangutan with the sword in a sword fight once a year? Would you rather fight a chicken getting out of your car, in and out of your car every single day of the year, or face off with an orangutan in a sword fight once a year? Hold on. Do 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 do. All right, that's enough of me. I'm gonna go to Bliv first. Which one would you rather?
Orangutan one time a year.
And why would you get with the orangutan one time a year, Bliv?
Because I only gotta do it once. If I had to deal with a chicken every single day for a whole year, that's too much. I'm gonna be annoyed. An orangutan, I'm gonna put all my eggs in one basket and say I'm gonna be nicer with a sword than an orangutan is. I know they nasty. They get at you, but I'm betting on myself one time a year. So there you go.
Okay, that's because salute to the winners. Salute to the winners. One time a year with that orangutan. Okay. Cupcake.
Listen, Cupcake ain't fighting with no chicken every single day. I'm not doing that. I don't need no chicken stressing me out, trying to be fighting with no chicken every single day. Got me sweating, got me working extra and all of that. No, I'm going with the orangutan. I'm going to go ahead and get my sword out. We're going to fight and we're going to get this out the way. That's it. One time. Good.
One time. Okay.
One time.
Okay, Lauren Hill. Wyclef John. One time. Okay. All right. Soleil, which one are you choosing, sis?
Okay, so I am going to build a chicken empire. Because I'm going to fight the chicken, train the chicken to lay them eggs. And then after I do that, I'm going to pluck the chicken, feed my family every day. I'm going to have a chicken empire every single day and never have to face the sword. I'll be facing the dollars.
Okay, Chicken Empress, you better do it.
All right.
Clap, clap.
Cluck, cluck, cluck. I know that's right. All right, listen, we got Royal Rhonda. Which
it must be a cultural thing, because Marisol, I'm thinking a chicken a day. You don't have to buy a chicken in the supermarket. You don't have to get eggs. The chicken gonna be working for me. So we gonna fight every day. I'm like, come on in. I'm ready for you. The chicken will be in the pot. Because I can mentally prepare for that, because I look at it two ways. It's problems that we see every day. The chicken can represent problems we see every day, and you get ready to handle that problem. So bring it on. So whichever way you choose to look at it, somebody's going down, and it's the chicken.
Yeah.
Same thing. We're gonna have that chicken working for us. We're gonna be eating that chicken, fried, fricassee, rotisserie,
so much. Pollo guisado, everything.
All parts.
Chicken and dumplings. Okay.
Chicken tartar.
Yes. Chicken empanadas. Oh.
Everything. Patties. We can eat some chicken tonight.
Fried up eggs.
So
listen, okay. Shout out to the it's like 50-50 right now. It looks like it's gonna take me and Karen to split this time here. Karen,
Well, you know, I
I
gotta
asked you this
mention.
last time I asked it, so you got to answer it tonight. Which do you?
I did. I skipped it the last time because I always roll my eyes at this doggone question. Because like, but y'all answers let me know how deeply you all are connected to Tilted. Let me just say this. Y'all tell you know how sometimes it's like, and my friends could be friends, and you be like, how they friends? Y'all answers to these questions letting me know exactly how y'all connected to Tilted. That's all. Listen, I'm with the. I don't want to deal with it every day. Like I don't want to. And so you know, I admit that I could get with the we making money on it, and you know we build the empires, and the chicken's gonna work for us. But yeah, the orangutan and the sword, we gonna do this. I'm still once a year. I'm just not a everyday thing because it's gonna get on my nerves. And that means I gotta be on point every day. That's all. That's just to me. I'm not. Now, once a year, I'm gonna be on point, and we gonna have some new. That orangutan gonna be running the other way by at least year 3. It's gonna be like, not this one again. Send somebody else. So. All right, Tilted. Which way we going? Is we gonna have a tie, or we doing the tiebreaker?
Well, listen, I'm gonna rock out with that orangutan once a year myself. All right, because I got a year to prepare. And check it out. The orangutan, you know, has some fur on it. So what I'm gonna do with that orangutan after I'm triumphant every year is I'm gonna make me a whole new wardrobe. I'm gonna have me some boots with orangutan fur. Yes, I'm gonna be fly out here in my orangutan gear. Listen, we gonna capitalize off the chickens. Well, listen, you listen, people wear chinchilla. I'm gonna be rocking that orangutan. I'm definitely gonna be unique and original. Ain't nobody gonna be able to see me, son, with my orangutan. See, y'all wasn't thinking like that. Mm-hmm.
Y'all gonna be hungry.
Coming at your house, though.
Exactly.
If I put
Looking
some
fly
garlic
but
salt,
hungry.
put some garlic salt and some smack your mama on some orangutan meat. We'll make it all right. See, y'all looking at the chicken as functional. That orangutan you can get with that orangutan too. You ain't never had orangutan meat like me. What?
This is why discussion is such a problem. Okay, this question is such a problem.
Goodness.
I mean, maybe if the world was empty and there was nothing to eat, perhaps. But I
I'm
don't know.
saying garlic make everything taste better. I'm just saying.
But the
But
chicken will
listen.
get used to you every day. So all you do is open up the door now. The chicken just comes right on because he's expecting like we gonna fight today. Just come on in.
Now the
Plus,
chicken
if
got
you grab them by the neck like
the
this,
little chicken
and you
feet to
just
scratch you all up. And you know, we use all the black soap and the cocoa butter to keep this smooth. I'm not trying to let nobody mess up my continence, especially no little wild chicken. Okay.
No, that's right.
All right. So look, y'all are tuned in to Unhinged Live. As you already know, it's the tribe in the building. It's a joy tsunami. We are all the way live, and we want to go ahead and say thank you again for tuning in. I want to take a pause and go ahead and get into tonight's super fan shout out. Can I get a drum roll, please? All right. Tonight's super fan shout out goes to, listen, we got a roommate that we got to give a shout out to on tonight. I want to go ahead and give a super fan shout out to the Wonder Twin, to Cameron, Miss Kimberly Sims. What's up, girl? You are the super fan shout out on tonight. You are absolutely fabulous. And let me tell you something. If y'all think that Karen is a piece of work, let me just tell you something. Okay. Miss Kimberly is something else in its entirety. But sis, I just want to go ahead and tell you so much. I love you so much, girl. I love your style. I love your swag. I love your flair. And I love the passion that you carry when you defend those that you love. You love, unrelentingly. You are charitable. You are funny, and some of the brothers might even think you sexy. Not me, though, because I'm your sister. I think you're beautiful inside and out. So that's why you are tonight's super fan shout out, girl. I am so proud of you. I'm so proud of us. Look where we are right now, girl. From all of the stuff that we had gone through, you the bomb. And I just wanted to go ahead and take this time to say happy birth month to you as well. It's not just Karen, it's you too, Kim. And you are far from chopped liver, honey. You are the apple of God's eye. So let me go ahead and move it along, because we got some new segmented content to put on y'all on tonight. And we got our ever so studious royal one getting ready to come before us with the weekly recall list. What's been on recall that you need to warn us about, Rhonda? Take it away, sis.
Meat and more meat. As of March 21st, the USDA's website has a lot more recalls, but I found 3 that were very interesting because I know a lot of us are trying to eat healthy. And even with trying to eat healthy, there are some things that we have to be aware of. There was one for Kroger's apple walnut with chicken salad kit. The use dates from March 12, 2024 to March 22nd, 2024. The problem with this salad kit is the misbranding is not declaring if there are allergens inside of them. So, a lot of people are allergic to nuts. And I'm finding out, like, with 2 children in the house that are allergic to nuts, and myself, like, all of a sudden now I'm coughing when I eat nuts. I keep trying and I keep choking, so I think it's time to give up nuts. Well, peanuts, I should say, because let me clarify, they're tree nuts, and there are the nuts that's grown in the ground. The next one is Trader Joe's chicken soup dumplings. It's due to foreign matter inside the packaging, and these are 6-ounce boxes. Those are on recall. The next product that's on recall is, for us, it might not be local, but it is in a way. It's M&P Production. They're recalling their raw lamb and beef products due to undeclared allergens as well. The use dates for those are January 2nd, 2025 to February 22nd, 2025. And those are 6-ounce packages, wrap packages. So yeah, if you want to visit and see more, it's wfsis.usda.gov. So just beware, everybody. Just beware. That's it.
You said that a salad kit was on recall.
Yep.
Which one was that again?
Kroger's apple walnut with chicken.
All right. I wonder, do you have a Kroger's in your area, Karen?
Oh yeah, we got Kroger's down here, so that's definitely hitting us. And the other one that you mentioned, Ron, the lamb. A lot of our brothers and sisters that are observing Ramadan and different things. That's definitely part of that Mediterranean diet. And
yes,
so yeah, we got to keep out. Plus, I always be trying to eat at the halal spots when I can, because they got good food over there. I'm still praying over mine, but they still got good food over there. So okay, we got to watch out for the lamb, got to watch out for the salad and the dumplings. I'm just sitting here like, all I heard was like literally eat the carrots and the lettuce. I heard carrots and cucumbers, so maybe that's what's gonna be on my diet. But that's super helpful information. I might just stay away from Kroger's too.
And you gotta wash those carrots and cucumbers. Don't forget, those can have stuff too. So just wash them. Make sure you wash them.
And for those who don't wash your fruit, that's a big deal. You gotta wash it, Yolanda. So your hand up there.
So I want to talk about, you mentioned washing your fruits. right? So how do you wash your fruits? Because some people don't even know how to wash their fruits. Listen, I just learned recently how I should be properly cleaning my fruits, right? So I make sure I keep baking soda and vinegar. I always keep vinegar in the house anyway, y'all. And baking soda and water, right? So I put baking soda, vinegar, and water in a container, and I soak my fruits. Like I purchased some grapes, and that's what I soak my fruits in. But you got to make sure you really, really clean it because you want to get that residue off of your fruits, right? So you want to try to reduce the bacteria that's on those fruits or and pesticides, you know. And think about how many people is touching your fruits, right, in the grocery store. So you want to make sure you clean it that way, you know. Thanks to social media, I'm just saying, I learned how to wash my fruit the proper way instead of just using some water.
I love it. And if you've never done that, you probably don't even realize how much dirt comes or whatever it is. I'm not going to say it's dirt because I guess, you know, to a certain extent, if it's coming out the ground, it should be a little bit of something on there. But if you ever done it with the baking soda and the vinegar, I promise you it'll change your life and you be washing down everything, like everything, like the strawberries, the blackberries, the blue, like everything. Give it time to soak. See that water that's in there. And if you got to wash them again, the water's supposed to be as clear as it can be. So don't just, you might have to do 2 rounds depending on where your fruit coming from. And be selective about that too. Y'all know we always tell y'all we here for the lifetime fine. And that's why this weekly recall is so super important as we're trying to plan out how we going to stay here in one piece. Okay. In one piece. Lifetime fine. Appreciate that.
Lifetime fine. That's the goal. Absolutely, absolutely. So look, y'all are listening to Unhinged Live. I'm your host, Tilted Halo, sitting alongside the Tribe 2.0. We got Rhonda in the building, Marisol, Yolanda, Bliv, and of course, Coach Cash herself, Karen Sims Harrell of Twisted Threads LLC. We are about to take a pause for the cause and switch it up a little bit because I can't wait to dive into our next conversation. And I want to make sure we have enough time to flow fluidly because it's a lot of good information that we're about to present to you and introduce some new thoughts inside your heads. So, of course, I want to take the time to say thank you to each and every one of you who've let your fingers do the walking and you found yourself in a place where you have been able to purchase some merchandise. Thanks.
Conversations with halos is kind of tilted. The foundation is strong because Jehovah built it. You can feel the spirit and positive energy.
Yes, yes, yes. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And I know you saw some very familiar faces in that clip tonight. Listen, one of those faces can actually be replaced with your own. Thank you so much for your support. If you're enjoying the content that we're creating out here together, listen, go ahead, take a screenshot of that barcode. Of course, if you're connected with us in any way, shape, or form on social media, you see that barcode is pinned to the top of the page or the group where you can just go ahead and order yourself a piece of merchandise. Get your little Royal Engagement t-shirt because the goal is to get as many of us connected through the power of social media and comfort clothing. We recently dropped another logo to the line, Just Be. And I got some caps coming out there for y'all. Put your hat on, you know, because I know I have some days where I don't want to deal with my hair. Just want to throw a hat on and go out there and run my business. Why not do it wearing my own logo? So check it out. Let's go ahead and get our shoulder shake on. And then we're going to hop right to this next segment. Coach Cash.
Yes.
Switch that up. my favorite DJ Karen. What's up, girl?
Listen, back in the day, I didn't always get to go outside because we was in the church house. So this is me reliving a childhood youth thing where I get to be DJ up in here and introduce to some of you and maybe allow us to celebrate some artists as we bring music to us. And it's always super exciting. Today we getting into it a little bit with Jay Righteous and Grace the Evangelist, bold as a lion. And I'm super excited to just be sharing with you all, and make sure that when we share stuff with y'all, go ahead and let your fingers do the Googling or however else you stream across the internet and find out what works are being shared around by the folks that we're introducing to you and bringing to the platform. Always exciting stuff. Here we go.
Who's scared? You scared? Who's scared? You scared? The righteous bold as a lion, bold as a lion, bold as a lion, bold as a lion. The righteous bold as a lion, bold as a lion, bold as a lion. I'm bold for my Jesus all day. I'm on fire for the Lord, I'm in the blaze. Why dim your light if you say it? In Christ we free, but they say we in the cage. I'm a servant of the Lord, I stay on mission. Best believe this the new me, the old me been gone missing. I serve the God of Samson, he still gon' strengthen. I eat lion, I eat lamb, are you still on chicken? Mission low-key Christian, let your cover be blown. Make it bold in your faith, I'm like 80 song. There's a smile on God's face, the kingdom is strong. Man, he bringing grace, your grace, come on. The righteous bold as a lion, bold as a lion, bold as a lion, bold as a lion. The righteous bold as a lion, bold as a lion, bold as a bold as a lion. The righteous bold as a lion, bold as a lion, bold as a lion, bold as a lion. The righteous bold as a lion, bold as a lion, bold as a lion, bold as a lion.
The Lion of Judah, King of Kings, Lord of Lords, no Buddha, Elohim, I'm a shooter. Call the name of Yeshua, not a crow from a rooster, not a peep, not a sound. God know what's going down. We ain't got no sneak attack, flashlight, where you at? Put these demons on their back, coming for you, getting sacked. Big pressure, yaggity yak, don't talk back, mask off, no Mac. I got a hat to never lack, got supplying Mr. Stack. Oh, you thought this was a song? Came to bring you to the throne. Separate your right from wrong, like the white meat to the bone. I'm making my chest, King Kong, Incredible Hulk, bring on. He knocking the door, ding dong, he coming soon.
Bold as a lion, bold as a lion, bold as a lion, bold as a lion. The righteous bold as a lion, bold as a lion, bold as a lion, bold as a lion. The righteous bold as a lion, bold as a lion, bold as a lion, bold as a lion. The righteous bold as a lion, bold as a lion, bold as a bold as a lion. Who's scared? You scared? You scared?
All right. Bold as a lion.
We back. And we bold as a lion. So listen, I gotta toss this mic because I'm getting ready to sit back, relax, and chill because we got a new segment. Karen, are you excited? Are you excited?
I'm excited.
I am too.
I am.
Listen,
I'm intrigued too. So
because it's a lot of good information that we about to receive. So I want to go ahead and toss the mic to Princess Soleil Marisol, Girl Talk Nails with changes. Take it away, sis.
Oh my goodness, people. What a doozy. First, I'm gonna say this. Although anybody that's out, well, not just anybody, but like casting agencies that are out there that might want to hire me as a doctor on TV, please, I'm here. Holla, but the information I have for you today is I'm not a doctor, okay? When you hit a certain age, you get those heat flashes. It feels like the world is burning and everything is coming down. but a lot of times when you go to the doctor, especially, you know, women of color, you get just like the regular rundown of, you know, do this, do that. They don't talk about nutrition or how you're maybe not educated as a young woman, a young person, how to take care of yourself for later on in life. I mean, I learned that over the weekend. I was so hot over the weekend, and it was a doozy. But if you try, you know, nutrition and go to your doctor and see about medication, because sometimes you might have to do what they call hormone therapy. So instead of calling it menopause, I was like, wait a minute, we got to talk about this being like some type of holy hormones or because I'm always trying to make something a positive, you know. And so when you think about menopause, you know, you're thinking, oh, that's a diagnosis, but actually it's just a change of life. And we all go through it. Men go through it, you know. And so instead of being afraid of it, like AI, everybody's afraid of AI. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. But instead of just like researching about it and maybe embracing the things that you like about it, like menopause. I may not like everything about it, but maybe I can embrace some of the things about it, you know. And then, you know, that's when you get on your knees real hard. Oh God, please take this, you know, ease this, you know, ease this all these feelings, you know. So it got me to researching, you know, how could I help myself and help others, because I know even with probably Bliv could speak to this a little bit, but even me being married for so long and entering menopause in my, I think I was like in my late 40s, and now so the husband gets it, you know, either way. You get the hot flash or you get the hot flash. Like what? You know, sometimes it's because it affects your, if you're missing a hormone, it affects your mood. It affects if you're depressed. It affects a lot of different changes. Your hair, your nails, your just everything. So it got me thinking about the whole AI experience this weekend and how sweaty and hot I was, and then got me researching. And then I said, wait a minute, I never knew that like when you talk to Siri, the Apple phone. So Apple, I got to thinking Apple, Eve and the Apple. Okay, so Siri's a woman. So then I said andropause is what they usually say the man can have andropause versus menopause, right? So then I was thinking, oh my gosh, so does that mean that my Samsung is a male? Is it Android? Like, is it Mr. Google? Like, I don't know. I just, you know, my mind goes off into all these things and got me just to researching everything. Sorry, I said a mouthful, right?
Well, you're fine. I just had a question because I'm looking at Bliv's face. You know, I know he might be feeling some type of way being the only man in the room. But Bliv, what are your thoughts? What is it? What is the term for male andro?
And
Andropause?
Andro.
You dealing with andro right now, Bliv?
Of course. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Yes. For all the fellas out there who want to front like you don't lose focus or energy or motivation, whether it's to go to the gym or just get up and just start your day. I mean, it happens. I mean, you know, as a young buck, you're spry, you just got all that energy. I mean, Father Time is undefeated, man. So yeah, y'all get up on that andro pause, learn about it, and then you might understand why you act retarded or stupid or have little weird mood swings or lose focus or want to yell at your girl for no reason. They don't just do it to us. I know sometimes women yell at us for no reason, but we be doing it too, and that might be your issue, man. So if you actually focus and learn about, take the time to learn before you react. And I just know for me, like, as much as I used to love to work out, it gets so hard to want to get up in the morning and work out. And like, for real, like mid-workout, I'd be like, I don't want to do this. But I mean, so, you know, you just got to fight through it, try to stay motivated. And, you know, I talked about it before, like I started taking CMOS and things of that nature just to try to combat that. So the diet, and what you're putting into your body can help benefit you. But so when you're not doing that, you're going to get overtaken by that andro, man.
Is very real, and then it affects relationships. Okay, so you're thinking, oh, let's say in the news, in family, let's say so and so got divorced, and then you wonder, oh, why everything was going so well, and blah, and then nobody ever thinks to say, oh, maybe we should go to the doctor before we, get off on a tangent. Maybe we should go to the doctor and figure out that it's not us. Maybe it's a hormone thing, and we could get that straightened out and fixed out, and then come back to the table and see how we could fix the relationship before calling it quits. I don't know.
I gotta raise my hand to that one because I totally agree with that, Marisol. When we start going through changes, and I remember having that conversation with my young sons because they got married right out of diapers. That's what I said. And it was like, listen, you gotta be prepared for the different stages. Like the woman you married on such and such day and such year is not the one you really promising to love forever and to be true and all of the things that we say on our wedding day, because one, our bodies go through changes. What we learn goes through changes. And then all of the things that both you and Bliss share, it's like sometimes we are just not ourselves. Like my husband knows, okay, y'all was teasing me about having my sleeveless on. Listen, I can have sleeveless on because in any moment it's summertime. Don't worry about me. Don't you worry about me. It's summertime over here. But as we're thinking about it, I love that you said that, Marisol, that it's like maybe we need to go to the doctor before we go to the divorce lawyer to try to figure out, is there an imbalance that we need to focus on? So, I'm going to be remembering that when I pray, because your patience also gets short. I think that's the one thing. It's like things that's why I'm doing the orangutan one time, because I'm gonna be slingshotting something from the window before I get out there. Like, we're not doing this today. Ping. So,
it's not easy. Shout out. I just want to give a shout out to my husband. We've been together for 32 years, and it's every stage of my life, and it hasn't been easy, on either end. And it's one of those things like, wait a minute, before we get divorced, is it me? Because you have to check yourself before you wreck yourself.
Love it. I love it. Rhonda, I saw your church finger up.
I will agree with everything you said, Marcel, but this is my Holy Bible here. And it's the African Holistic Health Guide, because there's certain things we can't eat as Africans, Black Americans, whatever. There are certain things we can't eat. And there's a part in here about menopause. It says that it is natural for the sex drive to change to another orgasmic level. Ignorance of this change and the failure to make spiritual transition can cause a loss of sex drive. So when we understand what's going on with our bodies, it's easier for us to, I would say, accept the changes, but you understand why you're changing and you can cope with those changes. I was watching my husband, he's 55, and I'm looking at him like, yeah, when we met, there's certain energies, and now the energy is different. And then I have to figure out how to keep that energy that we have together alive. So I might be hot at nighttime, taking everything off, and then in a second, I want all the clothes back on again. So he's looking at me like I'm crazy, and I'm looking at you like, slow down, calm down. I'm just hot, but hot from body hot. So when you understand what you're going through, it makes it easier. And like you said, a lot of people get divorced later on in life because these changes happen. And we have to understand that men go through these changes too. And it's easier for us to go talk to friends, to get therapy. But men, I find it's difficult because, like Bliv said, you're a young buck, you're doing this, you're doing that, and now you don't have the urge to do it. Even sex, you don't even have the urge. Some people increase, but some decrease, and that's
They get
again
embarrassed.
the hormones. We
Mhm.
lose hormones, they lose hormones, but we understand how to put those things back in our bodies. Men don't understand to do that. You know, it's
Mhm.
a lot of work because you have to
Mhm.
read, you have to like do a lot of research, and women, we do a lot of research. So that's when you have one side doing a lot and the other side like, oh, I'm just aging, I'm just doing this. And that's how we get separated, because our mindsets are so different.
Yeah. Or they call it midlife crisis. And
Crisis.
actually it's not about going buying a motorcycle, you know, it's about going to check your hormones. You
Yes.
know? That's
Yes.
really all it is.
Yes. Fast car. Let's get a fast car. Like I want a fast car. And I was like, what do you want to do? Die? We can make that easier, but why you want a fast car and go that way?
Right? You really don't need a Harley. Get your hormones checked. Get your hormones
Yes.
checked.
Yes.
So
Yes.
listen, as we were preparing for this conversation, I'm looking forward to it because you know we some educated folks sitting here on this platform, and I got into a bit of a discussion about it with Yolanda, and we started to talk about some of the herbal remedies that we can implement in our lives to help, you know, go through these seasonal changes a little bit easier. Yolanda, do you have any information that you can share about some of the herbs you've implemented or some of your family members have implemented?
Well, I did some of my research far as I'm gonna say the food part of it, like certain fruits that you can eat. So what I came across when I did my research, um foods for menopause, like suffering hot flash. The ladies who having hot flashes, because I started having them at night. I'm 51 years old, but I just started perimenopause recently, right? Because I noticed that I missed my menstrual one time a couple of months ago, and then recently in December and January. I know you don't hear Blib, but all these other men gonna be listening too, okay? But anyway, it's part of life, y'all. But I didn't get my menstrual in December and January, so I went to go talk to my GYN doctor. Actually, I called her up. I'm like, do I need to come in because I know I'm I'm starting menopause, and I didn't get my menstrual in 2 months. So they told me to come in. So when I went in, she just basically told me to like if it stay on too long, let us know. If it come on too soon, let us know. You know, if you bleeding heavy, just let us know. And I'm like, okay, that's the only information she gave me. But I think we need to take this further step because I've been exhausted lately. And I'm like, I think that's what's going on with me because I'm tired. Because there's days now I feel like I don't even want to get out the bed. And I'm like, this got to be it for me, you know? So doing my research, this is what I found. Like, if you suffer from hot flashes, you can eat apples, bananas, spinach, broccoli, eggs, green tea. Okay, so I'm make sure I have all of that, y'all, because I eat a lot of fruits anyway. But it also tells you to eat a lot of colored fruits and the vegetables. So it's our nutrition too. We just need to educate ourselves more. We need to look up things. And if you are in a relationship with somebody, you're married, you both should be like, you know what? Let's maybe we need to change our diet. Let's do more research on certain foods we should be eating that can help us. You know, a lot of people don't do that. You know, I try talking to people on a daily basis when it comes to nutrition. Some of them look at me like I got 10 heads. And I'm like, well, you know, nutrition plays a big part when it comes to your body. And then another thing I want to mention is, you know, when you enter perimenopause, you start losing muscle mass, you know, like and this is why it's so important to do strength training. We need that muscle mass, right? Because you want your bones to be strong. The older you get, listen, I hear people all the time, I can't work out, but it's only going to benefit your body if you do strength training 2 to 3 days a week at least. You still got to do the cardio part of it. because of your heart, right? But you still need to build up. You still want to have that muscle mass. You lose muscle mass, what's going to happen is your bones is going to become weaker, and then you're going to end up being so fragile. It's going to be easy to break a bone, right? Because the muscle mass, that's your protector around your bones. So you want to that to stay strong. So listen, people, y'all better work out. I'm just saying it ain't going to get no easy. Even when you don't feel like doing it, just go ahead and do it. But that's my thoughts when it comes to the earth part of it. Like I'm definitely going to give me a book about that because I need to know what's going to help with different diseases and stuff out there, and I can help my family too. And I'm like, listen, maybe we need to do X, Y, and Z. So education is key. Continue to educate yourself, research. You with somebody, I need to research together. Y'all going to do those changes,
Mm-hmm.
research together. Like, what can we do? Together. Because the doctor, honey, the doctor ain't say, Yolanda, well, if you get hot flashes, you can eat X, Y, and Z. The doctor ain't tell me that.
You have to be your own healthcare advocate for every single thing on this planet. Your own, because
She
you
didn't give
know.
me information. I'm looking into things up on my own to see what I can do to help myself. And that's what everybody else have to do out there. You know, or I don't know, you want the doctor to give you all these medications instead of trying to see what you can do to help yourself? Because I don't want to.
It's
I'm
a
not.
business. It's a business. It's a pharmacy business.
Mm-hmm. So
Yolanda,
It's true about the muscle mass because when I have to work with my patients and most of them are like 70, 80 years old, the first thing I notice is that hardly any muscle and they can't walk. So
yeah,
that's facts.
yes. And I would love to train the older people out there for that reason and letting them understand why they should be doing strength training, why they should be doing some cardio too. Because some people work out. Why? Or I mean, everybody fitness journey is different, but you need to understand why you should be working out. Are you doing it just to look good? Okay, I want to look good too, baby. I ain't gonna lie. But I know I know why I need to be working out besides looking good. Okay.
Because you know your body. We know our body. I knew something was up. I was like, it's like really cold outside, and I don't even want to wear my coat. And I go to work and they're like, where's your coat? I'll be like, girl, don't even tell me where's my coat. I'm
I,
hot right now.
I want to add, Yolanda, that I use primrose oil,
Okay.
and it kind of stops me from hurting other people because it keeps your mood in check.
Okay.
And yeah, it helps real good,
I need
because it also helped with the hot flashes. I ran out of it, so that's why I was going through my motions, but primrose oil I found was very, very good. And I
okay.
use a lot of ginseng. I like ginseng, so I use that. And my aunt, she always told me about black and blue cohosh. It helps when you're going through menopause. So those are some herbs I have to re-up on.
What is
But
that?
um it helps you with the sweating.
Mm.
And sometimes, like I would say depression, but you feel down, the days that you feel down, all these things take care of the womb part of the woman. And then the primrose oil, it helps with your mood swings. So it's very, very good. I
Are
watch my
good
aunt
tips.
Okay.
Yep.
Good tips.
Patient.
There are, because like I know that certain foods, as soon as we get a certain age, we can't eat certain things. That when I turn 40, I can't eat chocolate or pork.
Okay.
I hit 50 and now I'm seeing like certain nuts. Like I'm trying to test different foods and I'm seeing how my body react, and it doesn't react good to certain things. So I mean, like I pay attention to a lot of things that goes in my body, like face, hair, nails, everything. I pay attention to everything that I put in my body. So it is good, when we can test and see what works for us.
Mm-hmm.
Because some people, when I notice certain things and they say I can eat this, and they tell me, well, I can't eat that. So to each their own. But certain herbs, I mean, you have to use them in moderation, and you have to watch that you don't mix them.
Mm.
Good stuff.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
I'm.
Good stuff.
That's what I'm about a book on that.
Plus, it's sometimes hard to remember all of the pieces together. But don't mind me. I'm over here adding to my Amazon shopping while y'all talking.
Well, look,
Oh, it's something
has anybody been able to identify anything that triggers some of the menopausal antics that happen with you physically? I know for me personally, and I appreciate you, Marisol, fostering my love blue raspberry gummy sharks. But baby, let me tell you something. Sugar sets your girl's body ablaze. So I know if I'm gonna enjoy some ice cream or some gummy sharks, I'm preparing to be a drenching fountain about 2 to 3 hours later because my body is like sketching. What you do that for, girl? Sugar is one of the things that does it for me. I also notice that and as it goes hand in hand, white flour. Products made with white flour because they, transition to sugar at some point in digestion. That also sends me into the hot flashes. I've actually tried black cohosh in years past, Rhonda. That was an excellent that was some excellent information for you to go ahead and offer because it actually does work. You could pick that up in simple pill form at your high quality health food stores, and they also sell them at the local Walmart. Check it out. There's so many different ways that our bodies do change. And I know I had beef with my grandma for a minute because she always told us that she, after hitting a certain age, she wakes up every day without an ache, without a pain. And I was like, lies, grandma, lies, because I know what I'm feeling and why you ain't telling me the truth about what I could possibly be walking through. But then I had to check myself because I was about to wreck myself, as Marisol said earlier. I had to watch and pay attention to Granny's patterns. My grandmother, God bless her, 95 years old. And I paid attention to what she doesn't eat. Not so much what she does eat, but what she doesn't eat. And over the years, I could sit here and count on one hand or less how many times grandma actually ate from a fast food restaurant. Now, don't get it twisted. Miss Versi loved her a Big Mac from McDonald's every now and again for the Big Mac taste. 2 all beef patty, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickle, sunny on sesame seed bun. That was Miss Versi's thing. But Miss Versi don't get down like that. She'd rather go in the kitchen and throw together a pot of goulash and to fill her tummy with. Miss Versi very rarely uses her microwave. It took her forever to allow us to get her one and put it in the house. But she always liked to warm her food up on the stove and in the oven. Granny didn't have no hot pockets. Grandma made that dough from scratch. So do you think with the way that much of our food is being tampered with, this is a question for everybody. Do you think that it has an impact on how we're walking through these changes in our own lives?
Oh yeah. Definitely. Definitely. I was cooking potatoes the other day, white potatoes, and they were only in there for like 10 minutes. When I went back to look to check them, they had disappeared. I said, what the heck is happening with these potatoes? They're just like turning into nothing. And then I bought the rusty potatoes that said organic, and that did not happen. So I was wondering, did I get a cloned potato? I don't know.
It's a thing. It is a thing. I agree with the food conversation that you said. And I know many of us have been, or you know better, you do better. Because a lot of times we would just get everything from the supermarket. We go to one supermarket and we get all of our goods and things from that one place. But we've learned, okay, we need to take a trip to the farmer's market. We need to take a trip to who's got the better produce. Where are these recalls coming from? So I feel like it's all a part of the holistic view, again, of us holding on to maintaining good health, because there are certain things like, we got the black seed oil. We make sure that we're going to the doctor. Many of us, Yolanda, kudos to you for saying, I'm not going to go this alone. Like, we might do the internet research, but we're not actually at least letting the doctor know. Because here's one thing, when we start asking questions, they may not tell us anything, but they're thinking about, okay, the next time, we come into the office and we have a time of that, they're going to ask you, so what are the things that you do? And I found that with my doctor, she will at least say, like, well, I've had a patient and this worked for them. Like, they're not going to always subscribe something or prescribe something to us when it comes to, unless you want to get on some deep medications, and then they get probably a kickback from that stuff. But when you say, I want to take a holistic route, that also changes the conversation that you're having with your doctor. So I'm here for, what type of foods are we eating? Is quick food the right food? And how can we redefine what fast food is? So thinking about meal prep and those things, because I don't have time. And half the time, we're only going to the fast food section because it's done before we could do it. I mentioned that I came over here and I made literally 2 gallons of chicken soup. Why? Because we was getting sick over here, and I ain't about that life. I don't do well when I'm sick. I am the wrong person when my husband is sick. So you know what? We're going to pump this chicken soup in you twice a week. I don't care what you're doing. You getting chicken soup, whether you want to or not, because the sick you is sometimes less lovable, and I'm still trying to be in my honey. So chicken soup it is. That's
Imagine
it.
sick and then menopausal.
Oh Lord, it's just too much. It's too much.
Hey, I will say this real quick to all you fellas who are dealing with the woman who are going through these issues. Instead of thinking about divorce or something like that, do what I recommend to people and just go for a walk.
True.
Don't go for a walk like I used to go for a walk
True.
in my marriage. I used to go for a walk and come back like 2 days later. Don't do that. Don't do that. But hey, man, sometimes you might just have to give your woman some space. Let's go take a walk. Go in the basement, do some push-ups or something. You know what I'm saying? You have to understand that these are changes that everybody's going to go through. You too, fellas. So sometimes put that in the bed and the cheesesteak and put some healthy stuff in your body. If you want your morning wood to act right, think about what you're putting in your body, guys. I mean, like I said, it's a spiritual thing, connection with your body. Health is very important. And, God's temple.
There it is.
Be careful what you put in your body, man.
Amen.
Yolanda, you got your church hand up. I see you.
I want to piggyback off of that too. What Bliv was just saying, and sometimes y'all have to detox. You got to cleanse in the inside. A lot of times people just eat all crappy foods, not thinking that you are building up so much toxins in your body, inflammation. And when you start cleansing your body completely, you're going to see a clearer picture when it comes to things, right? I was listening to this one girl's story on TikTok. She said she detoxed for 3 months, right? All she ate was fruits, and she didn't do it to lose weight, but she wanted to cleanse her body. But she said when she did that, she said, I got closer to God. She was like, it was just a great experience for her. That, and then she also mentioned, she said, listen, I don't even gotta wear deodorant. She said, and I don't smell. You know why? Because her body is cleansed, it's cleaned out. She did it for 3 months. I mean, that's hard to do, honey. That's hard to do. Just eat fruit for 3 months. But I think you just see a clear picture. And like she said, she got closer to God by just eating all fruits. It's going to change your mindset.
Yes, that's something that I find to be absolutely true. And traditionally, churches across the country, and even, I dare to say the globe, we start the new year off with fasting. And one of my favorite fasts to do is the Daniel fast, when I'm just surviving off of fruits and vegetables, grains. And not for nothing, I had a couple mornings when I ran about the house without being properly prepared and didn't have on no secret. There was no way my secrets was going to be kept, because because I didn't put no deodorant on, and I had went to work. But during Daniel fast season and beyond, because I held on to some of those eating habits, I was grateful to say, no, sister did not get musty after working a 12-hour day. There is some truth to that. You hear us, or you've heard it said, you are what you eat. And sometimes, especially, I don't want to go petty right now, but since I'm here, sometimes, men, women alike, you go to the bathroom and you do the number two, and the bathroom, you smell like who did it and died. When you're done, you might want to consider a detox if your own smell is making you want to pass out. And then, if it's offensive to you, you may want to go ahead and do a fruit fast. Maybe not eat meat for a week and see what happens. See, monitor how your energy levels change, because some days are 12 hours for me, some days are 8, some days are 5, some days are none, as far as what I have to do, and what's on my schedule. And I've developed a natural habit of eating to fuel my day, and eating to combat what I think might be going on or getting ready to happen in my diet, in my body with my diet, amping up the vitamin C naturally, to avoid whatever this viral sensation it is going around, sending people to the doctors all over the place. No, we just gonna up our citrus intake, and make sure that we're implementing those foods with the natural probiotics. What are your thoughts on probiotics in the use of gut health? Because we often escape the conversation about health, and that being the space in our body that sickness and certain ailments stem from. Our gut ain't clean. You got that pot belly, baby. You might again.
I'm wondering if there's a detox that tastes good. All the ones I tasted are like bitter.
So I do one with pineapple tea. And so like when I actually pineapple skin tea, and my sister, shout out to Kimberly again, just left her house because she was like, okay, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. And I normally just, when I'm cutting up my pineapple, I take the core, take the skin, wash it real good, and then make a tea out of boiling that pineapple skin, usually with turmeric, a little bit of pepper, a cinnamon stick. She like a lot of lemon in hers. I don't like a lot of lemon in mine, but however you like it, you can use either agave or raw honey to kind of give a little bit of sweetener. But that's the actual tea. So it's different from like doing maybe a green tea or some other type of tea, but you can put whatever you need to put in there, ginger as well. So those little things, whatever work for you. So even though you're saying, you know what, I want something that's not so bitter, you can, if you make it yourself, you have the ability to then say, okay, I want it to be a little sweet. To me, it's not sweet like full pineapple sweet because it's the skin, but it's less bitter than some of the other things. And then I'm gonna put my something in it. It's not gonna be raw, it's not gonna be white sugar, but I'm put some raw honey or some agave in there, just a little bit, and I find that has helped with my gut health and my gut health and all of the things. It'll stop you from having gas. That's all I'm gonna say it that way. If you find it yourself, especially if you're okay, that's all I'm saying on that. Listen, I don't know how we got here.
Freedom from the flatulence. Freedom from the flatulence. Flatulence is all in the pineapple tea, according to Coach Karen Sims. Look, I hate to do this to y'all, but I gotta roll out on y'all because I got to go punch a clock real quick. I'm gonna leave y'all here. Who should I leave in charge as the behavior monitor? Because y'all, anyway, go on and get the people the joy that they need. Coach Cash, you got this. I'll
I
see y'all
got
on
this
the other
now. Now,
side.
before you head out, I'm a ask, do you have a just be? Do you have a just be before you leave out? You know, we can't leave the people without the just be.
Oh, you want my just be? All right.
I do.
Just be joyful. All right. Listen, joy is contagious, as we often hear. And not for nothing, I've been hippity hoppity, hippity hip hopping out here in these streets for the last 3 weeks. And I just happened to notice that, yes, Miss Thing's joy has been absolutely contagious. And I tend to express my joy on so many different levels. You can always tell how I'm feeling either by my hair, because I feel a little sexy behind this hairstyle. Shout out to Wanye Salon and Miss K doing her thing. But check it out. I also express my joyfulness by the color of clothing that I wear. And, we're going to discuss that, I had on this yellow dress that had me out here competing with the sun about a week or so ago. Listen, a certain person with the initials OP popped out with a yellow shirt, and all I had to say to myself was, that's that tilted halo influence. Just be joyful. Just be joyful in your expressions of life and how much you truly are blessed with it. Be joyful in laughter. Be joyful in praise. Be joyful in celebration. You heard us talking about all of the March babies we've been celebrating in our lives in this season. There's so many reasons and there's so many ways to find joy. Just be joyful and be intentional about scheduling joy in your life. It's your girl Tilted. I gotta go.
All right,
I'm about to lose my job. Listen, I'm out, y'all.
We passing the baton and we're super excited. Listen, we all live super busy lives. Grateful for all of you who continue to join in with us as we now we got the Tilted Tribe takeover. There we go. So we got a couple more minutes. So Blair, at the top of the hour, you started talking about the completion of a music video. And I wanted you to take a moment to just share kind of what's some of that process, because we all busy people. We got day jobs, we got night jobs, we got in between jobs. But how do you kind of get in that creative mode, and what's that process for you from an idea to music to now we working on videos for things? Can you talk to us a little bit about that, bro?
Yeah, no doubt. A lot of times I just hear words in my head. So whether I'm like driving stack truck at my job or if I'm driving to work, and then I make beats myself. I know a couple other producers, so if somebody sends me a beat or I'll make a beat, then I just like I said, the words don't stop. So then I got to record the song, and then a lot of times I like to try to give a visual because people's attention span just short sometimes. You got to try to give them a video or come up with new music constantly, just so not to say I don't want to be forgotten, because I do this as a hobby and for fun and just to praise the Lord. But if I don't stay on top of it, they're gonna go the heck with Bliv Mass. They're gonna start checking for the next guy. Yeah. So just always try to stay sharp with concepts and ideas. And it's easy. And this is what I try to tell other Christian hip hop artists. Bro, the Bible is your cheat code. So if you need something to write about, just flip through, find some scripture, bam. You can come up with an idea like that. So a lot of times, that's how I come up with my ideas. And then I'll try to take maybe a scripture from the Bible and relate it to real life so I can talk to the people in the hood to try to, get their ear open to maybe, get closer to God.
Love it, love it, love it. I love that you shared, the scriptures are a cheat code, because if more of us took it as that, it probably would come out in so many different other ways as we try to tap into our creativity. But I love how you talked about that process in reference to, and one of the things that we try to do for those of you who are joining us, listen, we are a bunch of creatives. We're a bunch of content creators one way or another. Some of us use social media. Some of us are creating content right on our jobs, right in our lives and in our businesses with the entrepreneurial entrepreneurial spirit that we have. And so we want to make sure that we are feeding you all. Like we could chop it up all day. I promise you it's gonna be a problem. Make sure the police don't come. Tell the ushers don't send us together because we're gonna be an entire problem. However, one of the things that we're a problem for is because we love to see folks living and walking out their purpose. And I know that seems like a big sentence that people say all of the time, but you could do it right where you're at. And so, Blaze, I appreciate you sharing, kind of what that process looks like for you, and to get in a little bit of your head as you're even sharing with us how you mentor other artists on this is how you need to get it done. Because a lot of people will put the masterclass in front of you as if it is unattainable. And that's the thing that we always do our best on this side to make sure that you all understand your dreams are attainable. If you got an idea, maybe you can't do it by yourself, but it might be somebody else you can come alongside. So give Bliv a call if you need, do that collab on the music. We already know. Marisol is out here doing all of the things, fashion, a girl talk nails, and I'm excited. So we will continue to be able to celebrate you for that. But Marisol, I got a question for you, because we chop it up sometimes as tribe, and I'm getting to know you all, and this is exciting for me because I'm like new people doing stuff, and y'all are so blessed with so many talents. Like even when I just see, it's like, yup, sure enough, that one right there. Yeah. So Marisol, you mentioned earlier too, in reference to all of the work you were doing on the fashion side of things, with the shows that you were doing, with the work that you're doing. And so I got a question, because I'm getting to know more about you. What has been your motivation to kind of say, one thing I always say, if y'all ever see Marisol getting ready to do, like not even doing her thing, getting ready to do her thing, she'll have a video somewhere and she is just dancing it up. She is just having such a good time, and it's like, all right, I don't even know what they're doing over there, but give me 2 tickets because I want to see what she's seeing. Can you just share a little bit, with our viewers and audience about what kind of keeps that motivation up for you to continue to build that joy in your world?
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much for all of that. First of all, I'm going to say my motivation is other women. Like, I really, really want other women to have a voice. Like, as a kid growing up, I feel like I didn't really have a voice like that. I was a little bit more shy, this, that, and the other. And then you have your family, you get involved. And I just want to let women know that you can do anything that you want to do. You could set your sights on it, pray about it, see where God leads you. And I'm all about signs and stuff. He'll leave you signs and self-care, do your self-care. So my motivation really is to inspire other women to just be yourself, enjoy life. All the time I'm going to do a show, I have to have the music on. The music has to be on, and it's a party in my room, and I'm getting ready. Sometimes it's a regular song, sometimes it's a Christian song. It all depends on what's going on. And when you put on those clothes the designer chose for you, I don't know. I feel that the reason why I'm attracted to that part of my life is because that is the time that I could really just sit in my feminine energy, if that makes sense. I could just sit there and chill. Like, it's the most beautiful energy there is. That's just soft, feminine energy versus always having to be on my toes and watch out for this and watch out for that. So modeling for me, doing people's nails, being involved in the community, encouraging other women, I'm helping them, but they're also helping me. I get to just sit in that feminine energy a little bit longer.
I love that. I love that. And many of us, you're being truthful about it, we don't always remember to do that. When we got tasked to, be done during the day. And it's like you said, all right, this, and all of those things together. So I appreciate you sharing that. All right.
Thank you.
Rhonda, I'm coming over to you and then Yolanda afterwards, because I feel like, we almost to the close of the show, and I'm feeling like some of the topics that we talked about today, it might equal some homework that you might suggest for us to do. And I don't want to miss that, because I done already told you, I done went over to the anyway, never mind. Just being recorded. Never mind. We'll talk offline.
Yes.
I'm like, okay, get that, get this. Like, what advice I think would you are you feeling to share with the people as we think about, now we're in a new season. We are like literally the world, the weather, however we see it. We're in a new season. What might be some beneficial things that you could share with our audience and listeners for how to set themselves up for good mental health as we're pushing forward into a new season?
And I know that some people suffer from seasonal depression and might be coming out of it now, preparing for spring. And every time we have a setback, the weather gets nice, then we go back cold, the weather gets nice, and they're flopping through these feelings and emotions. And one of the things to look at is like, it will be spring. Don't worry, it will get there. So self-care, I am a big advocate for self-care. My self-care starts on Sunday. It could be during the week, but Sunday allows me to meal prep. It allows me to mentally prepare for the work week. Nikita knows that I choose a color every week and I wear that color throughout the week. And it brings me joy. Like, I'm feeling red, I'll wear red all week. I'm feeling yellow, I'll wear yellow all week. So I go through things like that where I check my emotions and how I want to feel. And for other people, I mean, it is daily. You have to understand how you feel daily. Don't look at next week. Don't look at next month. Don't look at the end of the year. Look at life daily, because I mean, I lost a friend and she didn't get to experience a lot of stuff that we're like. Life is so precious, and we look at it in a way that it'll be there. But when we look at it, like this could be your last day. How would you like to live your last day? That's how I go through my week. That's how I go through my months. That's how I go through my purpose, is that I have to live the best life right now. Mm-hmm. I don't want to think about next year how I'm going to live my best life. I'm living it right now. So a lot of people, I tell them, start with self-care, because when you start with self-care, you're looking at yourself. You're not looking at the influence of others on you or what people will think of you, but start looking at yourself mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. That's how you start looking at yourself. So it's very important. And I know we're going to talk about the herbs and different things as we're going through menopause and perimenopause, because it's daily, hourly. Because 1 minute we can be happy and the next minute you're crying. You don't know why you're crying. I was like, why are you crying? Like, what happened? But understanding why you're going through what you're going through, yes, it will help you in the long run. And I was scared at first when it started happening to me, and I was like, oh my God, I don't want to kill anybody. And because you hear all the horror stories, but you don't hear the success stories where women, like, they're working out, they're eating right, and they look fabulous for 60, they look fabulous for 70, because they're feeding the body with all the things that their body needs to make them feel good and be successful in everything that they're doing,
Love that.
And thank you, Marisol. And Nikita's not here, but thank you guys, because I'm stepping into a realm that I left years ago, because I used to model at the age of 14. I did commercials and I got away from it because mentally it wasn't for me. But Nikita, like, she was like, I think you should do this. And I did, and I'm starting to go out. I'm trying to venture out. So thank you, ladies, for the inspiration and the encouragement to step out of a box that I closed years ago.
I love that. I'm excited for it. I want to see more. Yes.
Can I add to that really quick?
Yes.
Lehigh Valley Fashion Week is going to be April 11th through the 14th. It's going to be in the Palmer Park Mall. I'll post it up on my Instagram and stuff. Make sure you get your tickets out there because there's gonna be some fun stuff happening. I mean, some folks getting crowned. So it's gonna be a good old time. I just wanted to put that out there. Fashion
Love
Week,
that.
people. Lehigh
Thank
Valley
you.
Fashion Week. It's on the map.
There you go. There you go.
Thank
And you know,
you.
I didn't want to mention anything prematurely, but we definitely are super excited and proud of the whole region celebrating you. So we're happy to be in the number for that. Okay, listen, Yolanda. I've carried you with me all week, all right? Because we had nice weather out here. And I grabbed my sister. I was telling Tilted, I said I grabbed my sister because I watched your videos on social media. So if ain't nobody else watching, I'm watching. That's all I can say. And the encouragement that you gave, and it was like, listen, just get out there and get moving. And I had some neighbors, and I told them, I am a fair weather walker. Don't look for me when it's cold. If it's raining, you're not gonna see me. If the green pollen is coming out the sky, miss me with that as well. However, we had a couple of very, very, very nice days. And so I got out and I got walking. I was like, all right, Yolanda, I'm out here. I don't know. One day it was cold and lunchtime. Normally the sun is shining, but it was deceiving. That's all we're gonna say about that. But I got my walk in. So now our unhinged personal trainer, what tips, tricks, or advice can you give us for as we roll into this new season, things that we could be aware of and kind of put on the top of our schedule to do more?
To put on the top of your schedule to do more, which is work out. At least listen, at least 30 minutes a day, y'all. At least, well, if you can't do it 30 minutes a day, but at least 3 days a week, try to do something. Even if you at work, I don't know, you take a little breaks, you can take a walk. Like when I'm at work, sometimes through my 30 minutes walks, I try to do at least 10,000 steps. Well, I'm in the house, I can't do 10,000 steps today, but I usually try to do 10,000 steps a day when I'm at work because I'm very active at work. So, and I can move around. So if you have a job where you can go out and take a walk, take a 30-minute walk, when you get home from work, you park your car and it's nice because I do this a lot, right? Them nice days, I'm like, before I go in the house, I'm gonna go walk before I go in the house. So now I do have a gym complex. So I had challenged myself every day after work. I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna get on the bike for 45 minutes, So I do that. So those are little things you can incorporate that. Walking is good for you. It's good for your heart. Y'all know that. You still got to add the strength training workouts in there 2 to 3 days a week. If you need a personal trainer, you need help, you can reach out to me. I'm Yolanda Lucas on Facebook. In parentheses, you see Cupcake. I am on TikTok. It's at Yolanda Lucas 00. That's my TikTok name. I do a lot of videos. I do encourage people. If you're watching me on TikTok, you're gonna see me. Sis be doing videos. I be talking. I be walking. All of that. So I do get messages from people how I encourage them to, do better. So that's the thing. Like, show other people what you're doing in your journey too. You could be out there helping other people, right? I get a lot of opportunities also from people because they see what I'm doing on social media. I get all these messages. It's overwhelming at times. I'm like, can you be an ambassador for this and that company? I'm like, oh my God. So anyway, but try to do that. And as far as the nutrition part, eat more fruits, y'all. When you get up in the morning, drink you some water, drink some hot tea. In the morning, I barely eat breakfast in the morning. When I do eat something, I eat yogurt. I eat blueberries or I eat strawberries. Those are the things that I eat in the morning because that's going to help with my gut health too, right? At night, I do drink tea. There's times I drink soursop tea or peppermint tea. And what I put in my tea is lemon, honey, apple cider vinegar, right? I have not been getting, I noticed since I've been doing that every night, I have not been getting sick. I have not Thank y'all. I'm like, because I'm trying to prevent myself from catching a cold, during these crazy seasons, So, but that had helped me during the for the past couple of months, the things that I do, But I do recommend you eating more fruits, you drinking more water, drink hot tea, put lemon in there, put honey in there. If you want to add apple cider vinegar, you can too. That's what helps me, honey, because this gut help. Your gut needs to be healthy, and it's going to help you have a strong immune system too. It's going to help you with your digestive system. Okay, so make sure you take care of your bodies and work out.
I love that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I got some soursop tea over here. Listen, I promise. As soon as I hear it, I'm like, we're gonna try and see what it's gonna do. My sister called me the tester because I do it. I will do it. I'll eat it. I'll boil it. We're gonna see what it's gonna do on the other side of that. All
It's not
right.
gonna hurt you. This is all it is.
See, there you
What
go.
does it taste like?
It just tastes. It has a light flavor. It doesn't taste sweet. It doesn't. It just has a very nice flavor. You don't need to put sugar in it. No sugar in it.
Okay,
Love
I'm
it.
gonna
Well,
try.
here we
I can
go.
always use tips to get healthy. I'm not as bad as I was, but I'm not as healthy as I was too. Because before COVID, I was healthy, like super. And then COVID came, and I became a little couch potato for a little while,
Yeah,
and now I'm back on it.
that way.
Even though for me it's not the size that matters. For me it's really what's inside, like what we're putting in and stuff like that. I have high allergies with makeup and hair products for the scalp. I can't just be using everything. So everybody's right on here. We
Yeah.
have to get better at being better inside, and then it comes
Appreciate it.
out.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it. All right. Well, we are wounding up. Listen, I don't normally introduce myself, but I'm gonna introduce myself this moment. Cash extraordinaire. What else we gonna call it? Need to sometimes sit down somewhere, but she always got a word because the Lord bringing them. So I'm coming to you now with your reflections of purpose, and I love it because I wanted to hear from each of our tribe members because we got a lot of things that are going on, but even in that, there are powerful messages that we want to remind that are inside of you. So y'all know each time I come here, I come with a title, and today's title is Turning Tables. And the title is Turning Tables because we want to remind you that you get the opportunity to turn things around in your life, even as the seasons have changed. So yes, it was strategic to ask the question of what are the things that we can do as we are transitioning into a new season that are going to feed us, that are going to make sure we keep going. Turning the table sometimes means that if you got a circle of negative friends, you either got to exit left on those friends, find you some new friends, or turn the table on the conversations that you are having. Sometimes we will say, you know what, I want to see a change, but we often are expecting other people to make changes that maybe we are not even trying to make ourselves. And so I encourage you to turn the table on the relationships you're having in your life. Make sure they're feeding positivity in your world. And I don't mean just the yes people who just make you happy all the time, but the people who are able to challenge your status quo, to call you up to a higher level, to call you up to do more. Why? Yes, we all have those moments where it's like, I need to master this level right where I'm at before I could go to the next level. But some of y'all cheating. Y'all cheating. I'm saying it. Y'all cheating. Y'all not even trying to get to the next level when you know you the smartest person in your circle. Don't be that person. You can be among smart people. But if you are the smartest person in every circle, hunty, you need new circles. Why? Because you deserve to be fed. You deserve to get that sowing into that then yields for you to come with a great harvest. We know that there are harvests not only just in the church house, but there's so many people that need help. They need your spirit. They need your energy. They need your kindness. And unless you turn the tables to ensure that you're being fed positivity, that you're being fed the things that you can give back to somebody else, two things is going to happen for sure. You're never going to go hungry of being loved as you're loving other people, because what you Sow is what you're going to reap. I always get those confused, but y'all know you got to plant something to get something. So plant some love, plant some kindness, turn the tables, and be okay with walking away from the people, the places, and the situations that are either suffocating you, taking too much. It's okay for you to give, but if you got those folks in your life who you always are giving your last to, you got to evaluate that. I had a moment this week to talk and have a great conversation with my dad, and he was talking about some things, and I was able to bring to his remembrance a lesson or lessons that he taught me. And he used to always tell us, don't throw your pearl to swine. Now, that's biblical. That means you got to figure out what you're doing. Why? Because those pearls are precious. The pearls you got to keep for yourself. Why? Because if you throw them into a place, into a pig pen for people who don't appreciate the person or the things that you're bringing, you will be at a greater loss than you even knew, because it is one thing to lose the everyday things. It's a whole nother thing. What we say, it hits different when you are losing the most precious things that have been gifted to you. So make sure you turn in those tables as you go around. So listen, tribe, we are at the end of our show. We didn't even act up or nothing while Tilted was gone. I feel like we need 30 seconds to just buck wild, but okay, we got to the end of it. We appreciate all of you for taking the time out of your days. We know that this is a commitment that you all are supportive of, because y'all are showing up every single day. Y'all are a part of the work and the building that's going on, and so we want to say thank you to you. We want to say thank you to our listeners, to all of you who have listened, those who made it to the end of the replay, because it was just so good you couldn't stop it. We understand. Listen, we already got our outro with Tilted before she left with the Just Be Joyful, and we want to remind you of that. Just know that we're going to be here week after week to remind you that if you need a refill station, we can be it. Listen, we got myself. I'm grateful to have Marisol from Girl Talk Nails and all of the wonderful things she's doing. Rhonda Thomas Booth, BB Mind Over Matter LLC. Yolanda Lucas, our personal trainer and getting us what? Lifetime Fine Coordinator. Listen, that's a lot for the coordinate. And we cannot forget not just our male energy, but the dopeness that we get to celebrate in Blip Mash. And we're excited because we want to see all the music drop. We want to see all of the videos, hear all of the greatness that God has not only put inside of him, but the mentorship and seeing the other side of that. Listen, Tilted is already gone. Y'all already know this is Unhinged Live. I'm Karen Sims Harrell. Coach Cash is what they call me out here in these streets. We are super blessed that you joined us another week. Make sure you stay connected with us, because we got even bigger and better things. Not just this month. We got the Lehigh Valley Fashion Week next month. But stay tuned, because we love to do our pop-ups from place to place. And you never know where you are going to find your unhinged family. This is Unhinged Live, and we are out.